Well, good morning everyone. I had a beautiful warm night's sleep finally and actually a really nice hot shower that lasted forever, and that was such a nice reward. I haven't had actually a hot shower that's lasted for so long since leaving Australia. So, most of India I've only had cold showers, but check it out. I had my lovely little homestay. So we were at Kaza, and this whole Spiti Valley is a Tibetan autonomous region. So when China invaded Tibet, a lot of the Tibetans, including the Dalai Lama and lots of families and everyone, all fled and became refugees in various surrounding areas. A lot of them came to India and set up. And this is one of those areas where they just sort of, it's only just recently opened for tourism. And yeah, it's a slice of Tibet. All the architecture, all the buildings coming in, all Tibetan. But look at the mountains that we're surrounded by. So this is known as so we're at about 3,900 meters here. And this is like a high mountainous desert region. Well, these mountains that surround us are all like 6,000. I think these guys over here 6,300. They're 6,200. So yeah, we're really up there. But I'm starving because this little homestay was really nice and it was really pleasant. And I'm so happy the guy found me, because I was just wandering around in the dark with no hope. And yeah, but I need to find something to eat because they close the gate here at about 9 o'clock. Pretty much everything shuts at about 9 o'clock, and it was about 10 to 9 when old mate found me. So I would have been, I don't know, sleeping in the dry riverbed here or something like that. It all worked out, so I'm starving. So I'm going to go find some breakfast, and we'll have a little wander around Kaza. Right on. Hello. Check it out. This is a typical Tibetan style house. They build their doors up here because in winter time this will all be snow along here. So that's their wintertime entrance into it. But what's fascinating about the Tibetan structures, and I've seen them further in other villages a lot deeper than this, for insulation on the roof, it's kind of like a mix of like straw and hay mixed with mud. This isn't very thick. I've seen it's a truck. I saw it in another village that we were coming through yesterday. Easily a meter of like this straw and mud mix on the roof for the extreme cold that this area gets in winter time. And usually the walls of the buildings are about half a meter thick as well, to really protect themselves from the cold. So yeah, here's a little traditional Tibetan place. I'm in the I'll go for a little wander. I'm in the old part of Kaza, and Kaza is the administrative, I guess, capital, we'll call it, of the Spiti Valley. But as tourism has increased here, so has development. And unfortunately, I was speaking to my little Tibetan homestay host last night. A lot of the old Tibetan buildings, so this is Old Town, are getting knocked down, and they're building new structures, which you can see all around the place here. New hotels, as more and more Indian tourism comes. It's a bit of a shame. for anyone that wants to really see a traditional looking Tibetan village. There's a couple of old buildings like this, and they all build them usually 2 stories high, with the hope that as business and tourism increases, the buildings will get bigger and bigger. So no building ever looks finished, because on the roofs of them, you'll see up here, they all continue the like the steel structure work, so that they can build up and up. And it's not unique to this part of the world. It's you know, you see it in all sorts of developing areas. You see it all across Bolivia and things like that. But it just gives these towns this sort of air of being half in construction. You see it all here. All these steel Rio rod and concrete for the hope that one day they have enough money to continue building up. These guys here are building on the 2nd floor with wood, like trees, as a bit of scaffolding and support. But yeah, this is the main Mall Street, which last night when I came in here was absolutely hectic. But it's Sunday today, so everything's shut. Like all of these were fruit and veg and market and clothes, and the whole way down here. But Sunday everything's closed. They were having a little rest day today. So yeah, so I'm just going to have a little wander around and just relax max. My legs, my quads and my calves from both from trying to kick in coming down from the Hampton Pass yesterday, and then running down the mountain thinking I needed to catch a bus that I didn't actually have to do. Yeah, my quads are killing them. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
Hi.
Hi. Okay, what have I found here? The Kaza Lake. I guess this is their permanent water source. These traditional old Tibetan houses here. My little homestay is right on the side, edge of the bridge here, so I have lovely riverfront views. So guys, I'm at one of the best tourist attractions, about to be run over, of Kaza. And no, it is not the magnificent stupa or the gold Buddha up on the top of the mountain here. It is the world's highest petrol station. So here it is. There's no higher you can get than sniffing this petrol. Wait, do not sniff petrol, my friends. Here we go. World's highest retail outlet. We got 3,740 meters above sea level. I made it one of my bucket list items that I didn't know was a bucket list item. Another thing I'd like to point out to you guys, which I cannot understand how they have it up here in this like really remote Tibetan Autonomous Enclave. One of the most sophisticated air pressure thing for your car. Check it out. It has all the different types of cars and all right, your front and rear, what PSI you should be putting into your car. Like, I haven't seen that. They don't even have that in Australia. I'm not saying that we in Australia are the most advanced nation in the world. We are very backwards in a lot of ways, but holy heck, man. Look at that. So here we are at the world's highest petrol station and the world's best tyre inflator. The things you didn't know you'd find in Kaza. Alright, let's go check out this gold Buddha. So here we are. What looks like just a pile of rocks, where actually every single rock here is engraved beautifully. Look at them all, every one of them. Every single one has an engraving. One's out the bottom, must be ancient, you know. They're all prayers, all etched into stone. All underneath an electrical transformer. Nothing says fulfill my prayers like that. And here we have prayer wheels. Always walk clockwise and spin them clockwise. These three lovely old Tibetan ladies sit down on the step here. They're just having a cup of chai and invited me to sit with them. They didn't speak any English, but that's fine. I sat with them and had a cup of tea. I think they understood that I was from Australia, and they told me this is a monastery. You might be able to hear the drums, and every now and then there's horns going on in there. They'll all be in prayer inside. So so much for relaxing today. I'm going up the million stairs to the gold Buddha. We'll relax max tomorrow, maybe. Here's some of the views from these traditional old houses. Traditional old Tibetan house here. It's had a nice lick of paint. Okay guys, I thought I was done with rock climbing for a while. The stairs ended down there. The traditional path is being dug up, so a couple of locals pointed me and I had to rock climb up here. And we're up here. Can you just make out the gold Buddha? But look at the view we have. I can see over on the hill over here a really big monastery, and painted on the hillside, I don't know if you can see it, is the Indian flag of the Olympics. So there's a few things painted on the hill here. This here is the Spiti River, which I guess is fed just through snow melt. Yeah, it's looking fairly dry right now. But this is Kaza, the administrative centre of the Spiti Valley. The rest of the villages told their way kind of a bit further around that way. They tuck around. And they actually head the whole way through to Shimla, where I first came up from Delhi. There's villages, I don't know if you can see them, on these little dirt tracks. They crisscross a little goat trail, zigzag, zigzag. They go up, and there's these villages at the top of these hills, and they're all linked between each other, which I had I had grand plans of going up, starting from one village and then trekking across from one village to the next. I'll have to see how I feel once my legs have recovered and my enthusiasm has recovered. But right now I'll just enjoy Kaza. Here's the old Kaza, the world's highest petrol station. So, did you guys want to hear a funny story? I thought so. When I was back in Manali, I knew that heading up into the mountains, I was heading up into this sort of barren, vast landscape at high altitude, and I knew I would need some sun cream, which I didn't previously have. So I bought some sun cream, and first day of my hike on the Hampton Pass, as soon as I opened it out, I realised it had bronzer in it. So I started putting sun cream on, and I started looking like bloody Donald Trump. And I've been vigorously scrubbing it off since I got here. I'm trying to cleanse myself of a serious case of Trumpitis. Why the hell would Indians have a bronzer in their sun cream anyway? It makes no sense. This lovely tree-lined boulevard.